Hello, my drama enthusiasts. Welcome to the meeting. This is Angie's Drama Room, and I am your meeting host, Angie, where I do drama reviews on all things drama. And today is the Midweek Roundup, and we're going to talk about Chinese dramas part two. Part one was my Korean dramas. This is going to be part two, the Chinese dramas that I am either currently watching, stop watching, or in the middle of watching. And right now, and before I even go into that, um, I appreciate all the subscriptions that I have gotten so far. A lot of you have tuned in to view my reviews, but yet have yet to subscribe. If you don't mind just hitting that subscription button, I really appreciate it. And also hit that like button. That way, a lot of other people can see my reviews. Before I go into the Chinese dramas that I'm either currently watching or stop watching or continue to watch, I'd like to talk about a Japanese drama that I am currently watching, which is Where Does the Sea Begin? And it's an interesting show, but however, I think it's more about the social justice type of show because it talks about women's rights. If we all know what's going on right now when it comes to certain issues that women face, especially when it comes to their reproductive system. And so that's kind of given us the first couple of episodes are really talking about that. They kind of throw those plugs in, and it's interesting with if you watch it on the Japanese drama where they're talking about it, men will have to sign a consent form and so if the woman wants to have this procedure done. But that was kind of interesting. But all in all, though, with the storyline, it's about a our male lead who found out 6 years later that he has a daughter. So that kind of how it all falls in place, and it's actually really pretty good at this point. And it's very it's not right now, it's not, has nothing to do with any romantic story right at this point because again it's a thing. I don't want to go too much into telling you about it, but it's more about it's a drama, a melodrama. Basically it's about a drama, and maybe there is going to be some form of romantic interest. I don't know at this point how they're going to play it out, but mostly it's focusing on the fact that he finds out that he has a daughter 6 years later. And they did talk about a lot, again, women issues, women's rights, and things in that nature. And they throw those plugs in, at least for the first two episodes. So anyway, let's go. So actually, I'm still watching that one. So if we'll probably do a review if I'm continuing to watch it. I'll let you know. All right, so let's go into C dramas. There was not much C dramas that I am currently watching. Matter of fact, I rewatched With Love and Spring because it's a romantic story and I really like it. And I binge watched it more than I actually watched any other C dramas. Um, if you guys don't know, if you don't already know, I don't do a lot of period piece costume dramas. It's just something that I like contemporary, and I think a lot of the a lot of the costume dramas have been coming to be a little bit more redundant, and it's drawn out in order to fill in episode time. And there's a lot of those are right now currently being aired. And there were a few, but it just hasn't done too much for me. Anyway, so that's actually wasn't part of my whole thing I was talking about, but just telling you in general about my thoughts about C dramas that are going on right now. And there really isn't much to say in these things. Right now, I was anticipating Smile Code, and it's about a our male lead, and I think his name is Lin Yi, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put his real name at the bottom here. And he basically has no emotions. Basically, he doesn't. He can't distinguish between happy, sad, or angry. So he can't express his emotions because of a traumatic thing that happened in his past. So he cannot express any emotions, which causes a lot of physical, mental, and other emotional states of mind. But yet he cannot express it. to the point where I guess he sleepwalks, he can't smile, he can't laugh, he can't distinguish any of that. He knows about love, but he doesn't know how it is expressed. And so, which would have been fine, but we have our female lead who is a stand-up comedian, but she works. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, don't quit your day job. Which she does have a day job as a journalist for an article or a newspaper. She does have a day job, and the jokes. I mean, I'm like, is this supposed to be funny? But I am currently watching it, and what it is that if you don't continue to watch it every day while it's being aired, so right now I'm just periodically watching it as I go between other things, and right now it's just on episode 8, but right now they actually are about 20 some odd episodes in already, so it's going to be a catch up. And when I do turn it on, it's just on. It's like an ensemble type of drama. So they bring a lot of people in because even in the beginning, they had this one supporting lead, female, and they kind of just threw something in there. I'm like, wait a minute, where did this come from? What's going on? What are this whole and it's a lot of talking. To me, it seems like the subtitles are kind of off a little bit. But anyway, so Smile Code again. I'm on episode 8. I am periodically tuning in here and there, but again, I'm already and they're already airing 28 some odd episodes at this point. Then there is Kill Me, Love Me. I stopped watching. Um, of course, we have our female lead coming off the double. So she's on there, and it immediately opens up with the fact that her whole family perishes in a fire. Her whole town, village perishes in a fire, and she's the only one who lived. I'm like, what? But here we go again. So, and it starts off there, and so she seeks revenge on the person who's supposed to have done this, and and the person who's supposed to have done this is had crippling effects on his legs. So he is he is getting his legs and movement back, but however, he still has trouble of walking. Yeah. So technically, to me, it is the male lead that is driving me to want to continue to watch, but he is too solemn for me to he and there's nothing. I mean, it's okay to be really solemn, like he acts like he's always drunk, which yeah, but it doesn't. It's not enough push oomph in his delivery in order for it to be enough for me to continue to watch it. But again, it would have been the male lead that I would have actually would continue to watch. I turned it on right before I started this just to see where it's going again, and there's not much going on right now. So technically, I probably would just be stop watching that one. And then there's Be Your Night. Now this comes off of ooh, he was on Present is Present, but then that was coming off of My Lethal Man. So Be Your Night is what you would probably call a short drama, but it only has maybe up to 15-minute episodes per show, but it's like a 30 plus episode drama. So I'm not quite sure why they do it that way, but it has been going on like that. Um, but again, I think I'm kind of stopped watching it. It's about again, what do you have a identical twin, something happened with one of the twins who was ruthless, and he was supposed to marry our female lead, and in order for obligation purposes she seeks out the other twin, and in order to coax him into coming to take over his place as they find out what's going on, something happened and he agreed to it. All three of these dramas I've watched. Will Love and Spring, binge watched it, finished watching it before I even started finish watching any of these other three. So, and then there's Love Game and Eastern Fantasy. But this one is about, I thought I kind of would like it because I know it's a costume drama. I already explained to you guys about costume dramas. But I thought because what happened was she is in modern time, and she gets transposed into a story of a webtoon story, and now she is trying, in order to get out of the story, she has to do certain tasks in order to get out of the story, and which was fine for the first two episodes. It was like, okay, oh, all right, I got it, I like those type of things. But now, after the third episode or the fourth episode, going into the fourth episode, it's the same thing. It's no different from any other um, setbacks type of story where you already have the information on hand, but now you're just trying to solve it as you go. So she knows what's going to happen because she read the story. So now she has to determine how to get out of it and how to fix it. So that's kind of how it is, and it's still the same concept of these dramas that are out there. Again, it's a lot of the same type of storyline or plot. Even with Smile Code, they got another one come out, something laugh or something like that. Again, is about stand-up comedians. And then again, we're talking about people either dying and going back in time in order to fix the wrong or fix what was wrong with their life. That's a lot of things that are going on right now in the same type of plot or storyline. This is what you get. And so that's the reason why, really, if I watched these type of things, it's probably because of the male or female leads that are in the story itself, and if I want to continue to watch it. Thanks for watching Angie's Drama Room. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the subscriptions I have gotten lately. And if you don't mind hitting that like button, that way a lot of other people can see my reviews. Thanks for watching. Media adjourned.